Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This store is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Get signed up for their email distribution list to find out when the store will be opening, what their hours will be, and most importantly, what they will have in inventory at abvbarrelshop.com. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebartogo.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we mail it in for the 4th of July. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Luke Otero, Tim Fosnot, and Ryan Thompson.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Guys.
What's up, guys?
How we doing? Not much. Happy 4th of July to everyone. Hopefully they've got a great day lined out. Maybe doing a little barbecuing, watching some fireworks, all kinds of good stuff. Maybe enjoying some time with family and friends. So hopefully you're having fun. Jim and I are in the final countdown till the store opens. Jim, yeah, we've got less than a week to go. Are you nervous?
Well, if I got to get everything done in a week, yeah, I'm really nervous. But thank God we're recording this early and I have a little more time than that.
Well, you just broke the space-time continuum there, so thank you. Yeah.
Fourth wall instead of a fourth wall thing.
If you didn't, I was going to with my drink, so it's fine.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Well, we'll get talking about whatever we talk about. When we mail it in, we can literally talk about whatever we want. As a matter of fact, as we record this, we are the Friday before Memorial Day. And the Warden's company kept everybody all the way till 5:00 today. Why would you do that? You know, people are mailing it in. They're not doing it.
You know, they're not doing shit. Let
cut them loose at 2 because no one's doing anything after 2 anyway. On an office job, I mean, if you're Ryan and you own a distillery, if you're Ryan and you own a distillery, yeah, people are coming in because they might be getting off work early. But if you're in an office job, don't keep them there till 5:00 before a holiday.
No, nobody's doing anything.
Yeah.
Our drivers, on weekends like this, listen, get everything done by Thursday. You don't have to come in Friday.
Wow. Yeah. Now that's a good boss
right there. That's fair. Yeah. That's great.
I bet you everybody's hustling getting the stuff done. Yeah.
No, my boss kept me there all day today. Like I didn't get out until 4:00, Jack.
You got to look in the mirror on that one, Jim.
Yeah, exactly. And we were drinking, by the way, so I don't know how much work was being done there. So.
Hey, that counts these days, boys.
It does.
I guess that counts as work.
Research.
Yeah. Jim and I found just down the road from the shop a perfectly good greasy spoon type of diner. It's just fantastic, right, Jim?
It's important.
This is what we were looking for. So it's been there, and I don't live too far from there, but I never have gone in there. But for this, I said, Jim, it's right down the shop. Let's try breakfast there. And it was exactly what you hoped it would be. There's like regulars in there, like old men being like, oh, I don't know if Mike's going to be here.
You guys are going to be the regulars in like a month. They're going to be like,
totally.
Our plan is like every Saturday we're going to meet there. Like that's the plan.
No, they're going to get used to you. You're going to have like one waitress, probably named Nancy or something. That's going to be lovely too.
Yeah. So
slow. She's going to say, "Kiss my grits."
Yeah, it'll be fun. Jim and I were smiling the whole time we were there because we're like, "This is our place. This is it. This is what we're looking for." So it's cool. All right, Ryan, you said there's something you wanted to talk about. What is that?
Yeah, I got a little something to put out there for everyone. We're going to get everyone's opinion on this. When you park, do you pull in or do you back in, and why?
Okay. I pull in, and I don't like the people to back in. I mean, what you need is you anticipating a quick getaway? Why do you need to back in? And and you're following on a parking lot, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, dude, I'm backing in. I mean, come on, just pull in a spot and be done with it." I don't understand the backing in.
Can I say that the people that where I'm from, the people that back in are the dudes with the big trucks, like the dudes that are like that are making up for something. They're like trying to be impressive by backing in. I'm like,
that's not it.
Already know.
That's it. That's totally it. There you
No,
go.
I have the big truck, McNew, and it's way easier to pull out forward than back
I'm sure
a
it
big ass
is.
truck out. So I do what you do. I pull through. I don't care. I park in the back parking lot.
The pull through is good.
So I
backing
don't
up-
ever back in because I'm too lazy.
So,
But
but
I don't
here
care if
we have the slanted parking lots where they intentionally are supposed to make you back out. So I'm always going the wrong way. And my husband's like, "You're an asshole." And I'm like, well, most of my wrecks have been because I've been trying to back up and I can't. So I'm not doing it. I'm going to park a mile away and pull through. If you hit
What do
me,
you
you
think
hit
the
me. It's a you
household
problem.
income is of the average person that backs in? I want to bet you the household income is under $30,000 a year. There's no executive CEO type that's like, "Oh, I back in whenever I go." No, that doesn't happen. That's a.
If it's all the big trucks,
I've
it's more
only
than
seen
that.
expensive trucks do it. So I'm like,
Yeah.
they're probably making okay money, but they're not good people.
Steve with his little car, he could back up.
No,
If he has a problem, he can get out and pick up the back end and scoot it
It's
over
true.
a little bit.
Steve could just like physically move his car wherever he wanted.
But
probably.
let me tell you something about the financing of these things. My buddy's got a $90,000 truck. He probably makes 30 grand a year. Then he's in debt for life. And every couple of years he goes and trades in and gets a new one. He goes further in the hole. By the time he's 60 years old, he's going to be like $2 million in the hole from all these new trucks he's got. Man, he's happy. He's I got to be a new truck. And guess what? It only cost me an extra $40 a month. Well, yeah, then you've sold your soul for these new trucks. And he backs in, by the way. Yeah, he's backs in.
He should.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, my answer is going to probably spark another little debate because
oh gosh,
about 2 years, maybe a year ago, Stephanie, you were part of this. It was about, so I pull in, but where I pull in is next to where the cart return is because I like to return. I return my carts.
Yeah, McNew doesn't. She leaves her cart on the lot.
I do put my cart back unless there's someone creepy around.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
I think that's the safest place to park is by the cart corral because people are putting their carts away there. So you don't have to worry about carts hitting you. I will park as close to the cart corral as I can every time. One, I put my cart away, and two, I think it's safer than having if you're way out away from a cart corral, people just leave their carts out there and they blow into your fucking car.
Well, your safety concern is different than mine. I'm weird about people. You're just like, oh, I don't want to damage my car. Like I damaged my own car. Like I don't give a fuck.
But
Don't harass me.
I mean, if you go to a grocery store of any size, there's probably at least 100 people in there. There's going to be someone who's kind of creepy in there. So every time McNew's frightened because she could be killed by someone in the store, so she leaves the cart sitting there. And it's like, well, there's a safety issue.
Oh my god!
Hey,
how many times is
mullet?
How many times is that McNew's the creepy person at the store? Like that has
Right.
Right.
If there's no other creepy person in the store, then you're the one. Right?
Exactly.
Jim, you worked at a very busy retail. And if any one of your customers went to your customer service and said, "Could someone please walk me out to my car?" You would help them out and do that, correct?
I've done it on many occasions.
So
McNew, just ask.
Because that's a social interaction I don't want. I don't want to go to a service desk and ask for a person. I just want to freely go to my car.
If someone is there and they want to kill you, abduct you, whatever you think is going to happen to you, you putting your cart away is not the thing that's saving you from that. And they're going to get you anyway. So you need to ask for the help. If you're seriously in danger, ask for the help.
Can you conceal and carry in your statement, McNew?
Yes, we do. Yes.
Well, then just do that. Like
you can conceal. By the way, you can conceal and carry in all 50 states. So,
I will say, like the most deadly weapon I ever have with me is a corkscrew because I feel like that's important to have with me at any time. So there's always a corkscrew in my purse. I'm like, I could stab somebody with that if I had to, but you know.
McNew.
I'm sorry, Ryan. I knew this was going to take a cold.
Oh yeah.
It's always going to take a turn.
Yeah.
I like it. I park strategically close to the cart return, but not right next to it because I don't want to get a ding or a scratch or anything. I drive a regular size F-150 extended cab, nothing special, no jacked up tires, nothing added to it, just a regular size F-150. I prefer to back in.
Of course.
Because in my mind, it's easy getaway. Yes, to what you said earlier. But actually, it's easier than pulling in nose first. I think it's a lot easier to back into tight spots than it is.
What
to
about
nose
people
in,
who back in, Ryan, that don't have trucks? Let's take the truck thing out of the equation.
Yeah, let's say,
Sometimes
like
it's practicality because there's plenty of people
or
who
something.
back in that don't have trucks. What about those people?
They can go F themselves.
Exactly. Thank you. On that note, it's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Mr. Otero this time. Luke, what do you got?
All right. I saved this one because Lucas got it for me. It's a single barrel from Old Forester, Elephant Ranch 2021, 120 proof.
Nice.
Is everybody okay?
Yeah, that was good too.
Not bad,
That was
Luke.
good.
Not bad.
It was good. It was good. I was dropping bottles. I'm sorry about that. My system.
I should have given you a disclaimer, but
Yeah. You got to let people know before you do something like that. So,
Yeah.
All right. Ryan, you're next.
Well, I think it's fitting since this is the Bourbon Daily and it is for Independence Day, 4th of July. We are quite the patriotic distillery. We do love our military. I'm going to pull out one of our just trusty go-tos, a little 10th Mountain Bourbon here for the night. So,
Oh, nice.
92 proof.
No, nothing
Yep.
there. Nothing.
Not surprising, is it?
Luke's got the lead. Jim, you're next.
I'm going with a well-loved bottles of Booker's Bardstown batch. So not expecting much out of this. We'll see what happens. Whoops, grab the wax off.
Okay. Mr. Miyagi, wax off. Luke's still got the lead. I've got one from here. I've never tried this before. It's Barrel Seagrass.
oh man, never heard of that one.
Yeah, someone must have come in and drank it because it's almost all gone. So
Who could that be?
who could that be? Why
I've
would
got
they
the
do
same problem, Steve.
that? Yeah,
I don't know.
these bottles leak or something, I think.
Seriously.
So, yeah.
Leaky bottles.
All
Probably.
right, here we go. Nothing left there. So nothing. Let's do last show pour. Can I get this
Yes,
into
you
this?
can.
Oh yeah,
into
easy.
the?
What is the Bob the Builder theme song? Can he build it? Yes, he can.
All right, here we go.
Steve can't build a
He's doing
damn
it,
thing.
he's doing it. God,
Well done, sir.
Room
Well done.
there.
Just a little bit more than half glass. I thought that was going to be a challenge.
so much extra room. He's got it.
Yeah,
It's
no
got
big
a
deal.
leaker.
No big deal. All right, last but not least is McNew. McNew, what do you got?
All right,
Luke's
so
got the lead.
Jim already broke our space and time continuum. So as we're recording, it is a race weekend in Indianapolis. So I had to go with an Indianapolis drink. It is the St. Elmo bottled cocktail.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I want to dislike myself today, but it's actually not bad at all. But
Kind of
It's a-
sweet.
it's an acquired taste.
Okay. Decent. Not enough though. Luke takes it with his explosive cork pop. Yeah.
Yeah,
congratulations, Luke.
Here's
Congratulations.
Jim. Great.
Go to
Cheers.
the urgent care and check your ears, okay? Everybody.
It's ear health month. Please get those checked.
Cheers.
All right. We'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, it's Independence Day. We can talk about whatever we want. Maybe we'll touch on Independence Day. Maybe we won't. We'll see. We'll do that after the break. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot in the greater St. Louis area. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only focuses on single barrels. We aren't open just yet, but our plan is to have the most diverse single barrel offerings from our many friends in the world of bourbon. By signing up for a weekly email, you will know our entire inventory we have on hand. In addition to single barrels, we'll have a tasting bar and a gift shop featuring logo merchandise for both the shop and the ABV network, as well as a full curriculum of bourbon education classes. Additionally, we'll use the gift shop to feature products from our partners in the world of bourbon, companies like Art Eatable Chocolates and Old Man Bay Signs. Head over to ABV Barrel Shop to sign up for our email and text distribution list so you can stay in the know. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent visits to Kentucky. Today, he's leading the way for young distillers making their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery combines family history, a look at what makes their products unique, and of course, a tasting through their whiskeys, moonshines, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com and visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
I am Stephanie McNew. You are listening to the Bourbon Daily. The real name of the pound sign is an ampersand. Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we are mailing it in for the 4th of July.
Yes, we are. Just kind of a group of friends hanging out, mailing it in, just like you'd mail it in the office if you had to work today. You wouldn't be doing anything. You'd be like, I'm just going to play video games on the computer or whatever it is you do. Whatever it is you do. What do you guys burn time on the internet? To me, I find that YouTube is where I burn my time up on the internet.
I like YouTube, but it takes too much time. I love TikTok because they're only 1 to 3 minutes, and then I get something new. Like I continuously need something new. So like these 1 to 3 minute videos are genius. I can't create them. I don't know how people have the time for them, but I like to watch them. I love a TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah, I start checking our 10th Mountain socials, and then I get sidetracked.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I love a Wikipedia. Like I'm going to.
That's what I was just going to say. You ever get lost in Wikipedia?
And then, be in a rabbit hole.
In general, I'm a news junkie online, but I will also go to Reddit. And
I love a Reddit.
That can
love a Reddit thread.
Yeah, that can send you down some deep rabbit holes as well. Like, all of a sudden, 3 hours later, what am I doing?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. But to McNew's thing, like Wikipedia, every once in a while, I'll think of like things I liked, throughout my life. Like when I was like 8, I was really into wrestling, and I'll think of some of those old wrestlers. I'll Wikipedia them, and then you start clicking on other names. You're like, oh, I forgot about that guy. And then you click and you read his whole bio.
Down further and further and further. And you're like, oh, I started this at like noon and now it's like 6 o'clock. You're like, shit, what did I do all day?
Yeah. It's this continuum thing where it's there because there's all these hot links in there. It's like famous matches, and it gets you to something else.
And it takes you down more, and then there's more, and there's more, and there's more.
But do you trust what's on there is my thing. Like,
well, kind of, yeah.
I just want to see what's interesting. It may or may not be true. I just want to be like, was this interesting, and did I entertain myself for an hour? Yes, I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I think it's a great resource. And if you don't believe what's there, they did invent something called Google recently, where you can go on there and then do your own research. So if you think, if you don't think it's true,
also I am never
time you Google it, comes up to Wikipedia
where it matters if it's true. So
yeah,
my sources don't matter.
Yeah. I try to update things and it always busts me. So I just assume everybody gets busted as a line out there. I always put like Valley Park. My buddy used to live in he lived in Baldwin, but it's right next to Valley Park. And I put he was the mayor of Valley Park like 10 times. And they would always say I'm getting banned from Wikipedia and all this stuff. What are you gonna do? Famous residents of Valley Park, I'd put him in there.
We need to sit around on Urban Dictionary, Steve, and make up new definitions for bourbon stuff and just put it in there.
True.
That would be funny.
True. Yeah.
I can't remember. I have a definition in there, and I can't remember what it was from a night out drinking with some people used to work at Total Wine. We put a definition in there.
You did one on the show one time. You did one on the Bourbon Daily once.
I'm pretty sure I was on that show when you did it.
Yeah, I don't remember what he did though. Yeah,
I can't remember either.
Yeah. Luke, what do you burn time on the internet? Is there something you go to?
Lately I've been doing
RedTube.
Yeah, you guys know me. I'm not the biggest kind of guy when it comes to stuff like that, but recently I've been doing a lot of YouTube, just brushing up on tequilas and
well, that's good. Yeah,
that's a lot of fun. I definitely YouTube distilleries and in different parts of the world and check out what's going on. I like that a lot.
So there are YouTubes for everything though. Like you could literally like learn life skills on YouTube. And
Absolutely.
I do. Because when I want something done and my husband's like, I will do it this weekend and it's a Tuesday, I'm like, never mind, I'll do it myself. And I listen to them loudly. And he's like, oh fuck, I'll just get up and do it. So you don't have to learn. So I just
I'm
like,
very grateful for YouTube.
Doing it myself.
Yeah, I'm grateful for YouTube because it's really helped me understand a lot of other things that I'm trying to learn, especially in the tequila right now. I know my favorite tequilas, but that's what I like is not what the consumers are going to like. So I got to think and put myself into their perspective. They're looking for something individual. They're looking for something unique, like your bourbon shop, something like that. That's what people are looking for, and I got to put myself in that frame of mind. Otherwise, I'd be just very happy looking up Casa Dragones or some of my others that I'm I love. But that part is the learning part. I'm enjoying a lot as an old man.
Yeah,
it's fun as old men. It's funny, like as I'm in my teens and 20s and working on cars, we'd have to go and buy the manual and read through the whole damn thing and try and figure out how to do this. And now just YouTube, like, I'm going to replace the brakes on my truck. How do I do this? And now, YouTube and watch a video.
Absolutely.
And it's like, it's amazing the things I can do because of YouTube that have saved me a shit ton of money. I've told the story before once on one of these shows, but my son's TV went out and he's like, I sent him off to college with like a, 45-inch or 50-inch flat screen and it went solid blue. And I'm like, well, bring it home. There's got to be a reset or whatever. And I'm looking online and on YouTube, I see this video of pull the motherboard out and put it in the oven at like X amount of degrees on a piece of cardboard for so many hours. And I'm like, I'm getting punked. Like, this is no way this is going to work. And so I'm like, well, it already doesn't work. So what the fuck? So I take the motherboard out and I do exactly what it says. It's like a 5-hour process in the oven with temperatures. And I put it back in and the TV has worked for 4 years since then. It's been fantastic.
Really?
Yeah. It's like cold soldered. And like, if we have to like reset the solders, just warming it up enough to reconnect them, whatever. And, but I thought for sure, it's like with the iPhones are flexible. People are snapping their phones. I thought it's 100% getting punked, but I'm like, it already doesn't work. So what's the worst thing that happens? It doesn't work still.
Right. Yeah.
Well, good job.
Yeah. So
congratulations.
I've got a question for you guys. So McNew is hot on now. She wants to get a pool. How long until McNew breaks her husband down and she gets this pool? Because we've seen her do it with the fence and all this other stuff.
I'm saying 2 years.
So how are you going to be paying for the pool, McNew?
Yeah.
How are you going to be paying for it? Do you need to take out a loan, or do you have the finances saved up, or?
She doesn't know how any of that works.
No, I don't. That's not the important part. The important part is making him do it. So I always figure out the money later.
Well, that's the information I need for my answer.
That comes out of her fans only account.
I don't have one.
I don't need the financing information because I trust in Stephanie that she's going to get it done in 18 months.
18 months. Yeah.
18 months is generous. I was giving myself 24, but 18 sounds
This
better.
pool is happening. He ought to just get it sooner than later. It's not going to stop. It's not like she's going to.
So this is the thing that I literally harass him until he does what I want. The sooner he gives in, the better his life is.
I feel like McNew's 4th of July picture is going to be in her backyard, one of those horse troughs. He bought her.
I'm like, so I literally bought a kiddie pool 2 years ago because I'm like, oh, you're not getting me a pool. I'm going to get a kiddie pool and I'm going to look like an idiot out here. That's a you problem. I don't care. So
they can be a lot of fun throwing the kiddie pool. Like if you're at a concert festival for the weekend, put it out there.
So it did get a hole in it. It was watermelon. It had like a whole watermelon design. It was cute. And it got a hole in it, which sucked. So,
for one of the dogs, you and your dogs.
So you know what happened to the dogs pool? Because I was like, oh, they're going to swim in it. The dogs are going to love this pool. No, they just used it as a giant water bowl.
Uh-huh.
You know what happened to it? He weed eated too close to it. Then it got a hole in it from the weed eater. And we threw that away a week ago. So
he weed eated too close to it.
Apparently it was an accident. A very much an accident.
I would say that, okay, I'm going to change my estimate, Steve, and say that, a year from now, we'll be having a pool party.
Right. Yeah. McNew will have that pool.
Gosh,
yeah.
when I get
Chris is going to
So-
succumb to the pressure, and he's going to get it done.
He'll get it done. Yeah.
So I didn't know that we were allowed to have in-ground pools, but 2 neighborhoods over, somebody just put one in. And I was like, we can get in-ground and we don't have to do above ground. So now I changed my game and I'm like, we are getting an in-ground pool. So
You gotta go in. If you're going, you gotta go in ground.
So
Yeah.
the difference in pricing is about $80,000 to about $6,000, just so you realize.
yeah, I am very aware of that, which is a
She
problem.
doesn't care about
but-
that. Yeah. That's,
yeah.
that's the bank's
Hey,
problem,
little-
not hers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Ruthie from Ozark, she put a pool in.
Yes, she did, which did not work out well for her.
No, it didn't. I think the circumstances are
that was such a damn good show.
they're-
That was a
the
good show.
circumstances are a little bit different. So
Yeah.
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 McNew,
Yeah.
pardon my ignorance, but do you guys have kids?
He does. I don't.
Okay. What
No,
age?
I
you
have-
got your stepmom. You're a stepmom.
Your
No, my
stepmommy.
husband has a child.
And you're
I
the
am-
stepmommy.
I
How old
exist.
is the child?
9.
Oh,
Get a
yeah.
pool now. It'll be a great experience. You'll have a lot of fun around it with the kid. So
Yeah.
I'd say go for it.
Yeah, no, so that's my thing where I want it to be for me. Like, I don't want to have a
You won't be
party.
allowed in it.
I want to have a me party. I want to have
Yeah.
fun.
You got to rephrase it. It's all for the 9-year-old.
He won't be allowed to use it.
I mean, I guess he can. I'm going to be like, here's a floaty, don't drown. Like, I'm not watching you. Like, it's not my vibe. I'm not a kid person. So,
Oh. No,
until he becomes a teenager and
Yeah.
brings his sweeties by.
Yeah,
you know,
so-
like, I cannot wait to meet his girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. I don't care. Whatever he wants to bring over,
Yeah.
I cannot wait to meet them because I can't wait for that. But
I've had a
right
pool
gotta-
for-
now it's not fun for me. So
I've had a pool for over 20 years now, and my son, my funniest thing, my son had one of his not a friend who's a girl over to study. They were doing some study, and I was at work. and I
very
called-
much they're studying at the pool.
No. So they're studying. They came to the house to study. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, we just got to the pool." I'm like, I thought you're studying. He's like, "Well, it was really hot, so I decided to go swimming." Like, she brought her swimsuit over. He's like, "No, I gave her a T-shirt to wear." I'm like, "Yeah, when her father calls, I'm not fucking taking that call. That's on
Oh.
you, buddy. Like,
Wow.
congratulations."
Oh, shit.
He was 17 at the time or whatever. I'm like, "Congratulations." But if he comes knocking at the door, I'm just gonna go get you, and here you go, dude.
Like that. Yeah.
That's a you problem, Mitch.
Yeah.
It's actually funny because like a couple years ago when I tried to do fun things with my husband's child before he was my husband, I took him to a pool. Like we have a very nice, actually public pool here. And I was like, I took him because he'd be like, oh, I go with my mom all the time. My mom takes me here. It's so fun. So I took him. He refused to swim. He sat on the edge and pouted the whole day.
Well, it
And
might
I
have been
was
because
like-
you're wearing that swimsuit that you've had from Instagram.
No,
today.
I did not wear that swimsuit that day. I was like,
He was
trying to be
traumatized.
more conservative. And he sat there and pouted the whole day. And I was like, I'm never doing this shit again because I brought a book. Like I just wanted to like read my book. In
He
the
was
sun.
like 4 at the time. Yeah,
like
4-year-olds.
I was like,
5,
"You can
okay.
swim, Bye.
Well, yeah, he should have known better. He was
That
5.
seems like what he was supposed to do. So he just sat there and pouted the whole time. So I was like, never again. I am not doing this again. And then this weekend, he was like, hey, the pool opens this weekend. Can we go? I'm like, no, it's opening weekend. That's going to be crowded and gross. No, we're not going. And I was like, also, what happened last time? He's like, I didn't swim. And I'm like, exactly. We're not going. You have a slip and slide. Have fun with your neighborhood friends. We're not
Oh my
going.
God, he's 5 years old.
Yeah, he was 5 years old. And that's like half of his life ago, by
Life
the way.
ago,
He's only
yeah.
9
I
now.
don't care. I do not care.
You
Like,
haven't taken him back to the pool in 4 years.
Yeah. Because he pouted one time at the pool. So now it's
you know, that was a negative experience for me. I'm not trying to have it happen again. I'm not
Give
doing
the
it.
kid a
Life is
second
all about
chance.
McNew.
yeah, give the kid a chance. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's going to be gross this weekend because it's opening weekend, which is free. So all the gross people are coming. I'm not going. Like it's going to be overcrowded and nasty. I'm not going. But
You're not
like,
getting in the pool.
no,
Yeah.
I'm not. But I don't want to like watch him and all these random kids. So no, I'm not doing it. But
Interesting.
no, I'm like, you have a slip inside. I will like literally go buy you a baby
I
pool
can't
and
wait till this
pool if
kid's
you
like
want it.
18 and can write a book about all this stuff. So this will be it's coming. It's coming. I'm hoping I'm still alive
And I'm like,
when McNew's stepkid writes a book. I can't wait.
you will
All
stop
of
off.
McNew's pool money is
Right.
going to be spent on his therapy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? I was spending money on my own. Then I realized he was the one that should be going, so I quit going. McNew.
All right, I've got a question for Jim and for Luke, not for McNew or Ryan here. I think they're too young. You guys are, my age approximately. When you were a kid and you would eat, like have lunch, were you allowed to go in the pool right away afterwards, or did you have to wait an hour? Because we always had to wait an hour.
No, I grew up in a
We
water
had an
family.
hour.
No, I could
Yeah,
swim.
we had to wait an hour. Yeah.
No, I grew up with a lake house, and I grew up swimming my whole life.
I don't even know how you're still alive because you have to wait an hour. Otherwise, you die instantly.
We had to wait 30 minutes. I'm
30 minutes.
We had 30 minutes.
No, we didn't have to wait at all. Hell, they let us eat on the raft in the lake. Like they didn't give a shit. Like,
no, you
as long
can't
as
do
we're-
that. Yeah.
Yeah, take the hot dog down to the water and float on the raft and eat
No, you can't do that, Jim. That'll kill you.
No,
We
my
can't-
mom
it was-
really made it feel like we were like, what are those weird dogs? We were like, your stomach's gonna flip, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Hey, that's definitely a mom thing. So Jim didn't have that, but the rest of us did.
So
So yeah.
I come from a water family. I started sailing when I started racing sailboats when I was 7 or 8. And my brother was Missouri State champs swimmer for 4 years in a row. I mean, I've been around the water my entire life, and that was never a rule.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I think George Lopez did a little side note on or comedy act on this. It was the same thing. You were told that you couldn't eat. You could eat, but you couldn't go in the pool for an hour.
Right.
And then he'd ask, why? And his grandma would reply, because you're going to die.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, it's not just my mom, it was every mom in the neighborhood because everybody had pools. in my neighborhood.
Everybody believed this. Yeah.
Yeah. I literally setting a timer. And then, man, when that timer would go off, I mean, you would just run and jump in the pool because, your hour was done. You could get back in there. Yeah.
So did everybody here have like a public pool they had access to growing up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they have adult swim?
Oh yeah.
That was the
Absolutely.
worst thing ever. Like
Yeah.
you're a kid in adult swim, all the kids would have to get in the pool for half an hour or whatever.
Yeah.
You're just adult time, and that just sucked.
Absolutely.
The pool we went to, Jim, they had adult swim lanes, and we didn't have to get out. We had our 2/3 of the pool, and they cordoned off lanes for the adult swimmers.
Oh, okay.
It was like a giant cannonball at the end of adult swim, and all of a sudden they blow the whistle to let the kids back in.
Yeah,
Like
Oh my
50
gosh.
kids doing a cannonball into the pool at the same time.
Yeah.
it's like Caddyshack.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah. So good times, good summertime stories. So yeah, that's where we're at now.
What's everybody cooking for 4th of July?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm traditional. I'm burgers and hot dogs. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm traditional.
Usually my brother has a party and he's like burgers, hot dogs.
Brats. We like to have brats in
Yeah,
there too.
brats.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
So 4th of July is my holiday. Like McNew is Halloween. Like to me, I get to blow. Like we do huge fireworks, and I got some neighbors who are licensed to do bigger stuff. We do some crazy stuff. But I do what's called Christaken. I take steaks and hammer out flat, put cream cheese and Alaskan king crab legs in there rolled up, wrap it in bacon, and throw it on the smoker.
Shit, I'm coming to Jim's house.
Yeah, what's your address, Jim? I'm coming over.
I want the
Yeah.
rest of that. That sounds good.
I've never heard of that. That sounds great.
So my son and I were watching Deadliest Catch, and they did it on there one time, and I'm like, we should try that, and we did it. So now every year we do Christaken.
Nice.
It's fantastic.
What
that.
kind of steak do you use for that? I need to do this at the house.
Well, it'll just depend. I usually use like sirloins at our grocery store here, Schnucks. I can give it to them, and they will run it through their press. That they're kind of a cuber that flattens it out and works perfect. So I put cream cheese. I do Cajun seasoning, and then I put the king crab meat in there and roll it up and wrap it in bacon and put it on the smoker.
Oh,
Nice.
I need to do that. Yeah, I could. That sounds good to me.
How long do you smoke it for, though?
I go for a temperature, so it doesn't take. It may be on there for, I don't know, 45 minutes or so.
Okay, that's
An
not
hour.
bad.
Yeah,
That's
it's not an all day thing because you're doing steak. So
Yeah.
you just got to bring it up to temperature. So it's
So we just got a new neighbor across the cul-de-sac from us, and he's like, "Oh, I love smoking meats. Like I like to do it every holiday. He just likes to make things." So I'm like, I feel like I can bribe him to like make me like some really good chicken or something if I give him some really good whiskey because he likes drinking too. So
Yeah,
we established this. So I'm like, let's trade. Like, what are you doing on the 4th of July?
that's a good
Fair
neighbor.
trade.
Yeah. Yeah. I literally have no neighbors around the 4th of July because everyone around me has a place at the lake. So I'm like Home Alone in the subdivision. Yeah, it's wild. It's a ghost town. So,
yeah. Well, we do this year. I've already been requested to do a crab and shrimp boil.
Oh, that's always nice. I like those, man. Yeah.
With andouille sausage and corn and the cob and the little red potatoes. And actually, I like that. I used to do steak, Jim, and I love steak, but trying to get everybody's temperature right, and at the end of the night, they really don't give a shit, and I'm the one cooking it.
Yeah, that's stressful for you. That's not enjoyable for you. Don't do that.
So Luke, look up a recipe if you like Cajun, if you like to cook, and you're doing a Cajun boil.
Yeah,
we have a place here, Broadway Oyster Bar, but they stole the recipe from New Orleans. They do a alligator cheesecake. And so it's alligator, crawfish, and andouille sausage in a cheesecake. It is not a dessert. It's the best appetizer available in St. Louis, period. I don't care. It is a savory dish. It has like a roux over the top of it, and it's served with pita bread, and you eat it with that. I love to cook, and it's probably one of the most difficult things I cook. It's about a 3.5 hour recipe to do it because it's like in the oven in a water bath. But oh my God, it is the best. Everybody I take in St. Louis to Broadway Oyster Bar just falls in love with that thing. It's spectacular. And I do.
All right.
Jim, because I've heard you talk about this so many times. I'm like, I love alligator. I love cheesecake. I know that it's not like the cheesecake I'm thinking, but I love alligator. I like it when it's done right. I will never make it myself because I know I can't do it right. So
next time you're in town, McNew, we're going to make plans. We'll go to Broadway Oyster Bar. It is the biggest one. I've been going there since I was 18 years old.
It sounds so good.
It's literally it's a block and a half from still 630. Like it's.
I haven't been there yet either. I always miss
first Friday.
So there you go. Well, there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed what we've got going on. We talked a little bit about 4th of July and just summer plans and things going on. And kind of an interesting conversation today. We're a little bit all over the place, which is good. That's what we're looking to do. So we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Ryan, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
Across all socials at 10th MTN Whiskey with an E. Our website is 10thwhiskey.com.
All right, Jim.
You can find me on Facebook at Jim Fosnot, on Instagram at FozJim. And on the 4th of July, you will find me looking for McNew's 4th of July picture breaking the internet.
Oh, on Memorial Day. Don't expect anything else.
Oh, no. Oh, we got to break the internet again. So look for McNew breaking the internet on 4th of July.
Yeah. Holding up a sparkler, I think.
Yes.
What happens this year.
Hey,
So, yeah. All
nipple
right.
sparklers. How can I make nipple?
I'll build it tomorrow, McNew.
All right. Luke, how about you? Where can people find you?
I wish I would have seen that picture, and I haven't. But you can find me at on Instagram at Santa Fe Boutique Wines and Luke Otero at SantaFeBoutiqueWines.com. Wow.
Yeah, Instagram actually is down at this point. So as we record, hopefully it's back up by the time you're listening. So yeah, she broke Instagram.
Incredible. Stephanie, good job.
Thank you. And you can find that photo at McNew ABV on Instagram.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out because everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right, great job today, gang. Friday, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th. Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's upcoming Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.